Hey y'all, what's up? Jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, if you're a new subscriber or a long time subscriber, then hey, bitch. And if you're not a new subscriber or a long time subscriber, then you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscription button. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into Ready to Love. Okay, y'all know last week we had quite a few people to leave the show. Last week, you know, Joy's sister passed away, so rest in peace to her, Gianna. I do believe that's her name. You had Jay to leave because he wanted to be there for Joy. You had Edwin to leave because he saw that the person he had the strongest connection with had a stronger connection with someone else, so he decided to remove himself from the show. And Calfani and Anthony both came to their final decisions and decided that Denise was not ready to love, so they went ahead and sent her home as well. So then we can see on this week's episode, Rasheed and Adriana sit down because Rasheed is trying to figure out where she is with things because she has a big decision to make between he and Calfani. And you could tell from the moment she sat down, in my opinion, when I looked at her face, it wasn't Rasheed. You could tell from the moment she sat down, like, ooh, girl, I don't want to hurt this man's feelings. But it's really not going to be him, honey, because I already made my decision. It ain't you, boo, okay? That's the energy that I got from Adriana. You know, he said, it's just very interesting to me that at one point you were calling me your boyfriend, and then now you're saying that we're both on even playing fields, and I'm just trying to figure out what's tea. And I can't fully remember what her answer was, but I know she never answered his question. So we see Winter. She's sitting down there. Her sister pop up on her, whatever. They have some good girl small talk. Anthony decides he's going to come out there and join them. So her sister is getting the opportunity to know Anthony. Anthony tells her about the things he likes to do, like music, karaoke. You know, he likes to go skating and stuff. He came up through like a Baptist church background, so they have some similarities there. It seemed like he connected more with the sister than he did with Miss Winter, honey. Okay. But she also goes on to ask, like, has he ever been in love? He was like, no, because I was more in love with football. That was my passion. So I didn't feel the need to, like, really string a woman along when I know that's not where it is I'm trying to be with her. So, yeah, no, that's why I have not been in love. And then Winter goes on to say, well, you know, I really believe in her confessional. She says, I really believe the reason he has not been in love is because he's afraid of being in love, and I need him to just really get to a place where he's ready to be in love. And then she also talked about how she's not at a place where she wants to date any emotionally unavailable men or something like that. And I'm just kind of like, wonder why I feel like in a different fashion, he is still emotionally unavailable because he's afraid. You know, and I feel like that's going to be a task for him to get to that place to open up and really be ready. But he, when he gets up and he leaves the table, her sister says that I think he's at a place where he's open to love. But, you know, you got to just be mindful of that. But I think things could actually work between the two. And I'm just like, girl, I don't know about Anthony, in my opinion. I don't know. I just don't think Anthony is fully ready to love. I really, really don't. But if that's what y'all want to do, girl, then good luck. Calfani allows Adriana to meet his mom and dad. They sit down, they have some lunch or whatever they eat on. They learn that she wants a big family. He has a big family, but what stood out the most for her is the fact that his family often gets together and they do their family thing like once a week or whatever, and she's never had that, and she would love to have that. And it really meant a lot to her to see that Calfani would even allow her to meet his mom and dad. That lets her know where he is with her. Now, Rasheed, on the other end, he done zoomed in his sister to tell her about the situation between he and Adriana and how he started off her #1 and now he feel like he in limbo. And shout out to the sisters, because the sister was like, keep it real with yourself. If you are already feeling it's a bit awkward, it's a bit shaky for you, then you need to do what it is you need to do. If you know you need to remove yourself from this process, then you need to move forward and remove yourself from this process, okay? And he was like, okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. She was like, well, he asked her, like, do you want to meet her now? She was like, no, I don't think I'm in a place where I want to meet her, but I want to know where you are. You know, in this situation, like, what are you gonna do? So I appreciate the sister being honest, keeping it real with him, letting him know, like, trust yourself, trust your gut. If you feel like it ain't right, then honor that. And I wish Rasheed would have had the opportunity to remove himself from this process. So Winter gets the opportunity to meet Anthony's sister, Tanya. So Tanya asked her, like, girl, why did you come to this show? And she was like, oh, I came to the show because I was tired of meeting emotionally unavailable men. So I was hoping this opportunity would open me up to, you know, men that are ready for love and ready to love. And so the sister also speaks on the fact that, you know, over the years, you know, she's met a lot of women by Anthony, but they weren't really women he was in a relationship with. It was more so friendships that he would call it. That's what he would call it. Okay, he had a lot of friendships, not that many relationships, but you could look on Winter's face and tell she didn't really like what she saw. I felt like while they were sitting down, Tanya was really just capping for Anthony really the whole time, trying to say stuff to make him look good or whatever. And I guess that's what you do when it's your family. All right. But I was just like, girl, this man ain't ready to love. So then Winter asked her that question. And she says, well, I don't know if he's ready to love. I'm not sure. But I will say, you know, in time, I do believe so. I'm seeing him mature and this, that, and the other. And it's like, Winter, you are a smart woman. You're very educated. Okay. You have common sense. I will hope so. You have got to be kidding me if you want to sit up here and believe what this lady is telling you. That man is not ready to love, honey. But I guess. Good luck. But Winter goes in her confessional and then has the audacity to say that I am willing to take on the responsibility of being his first love. Do you know that sounds like a job? I am willing to take on the responsibility. That sounds like a job. Girl, what the fuck? That don't make sense to me. Okay, so that makes me feel like you're trying to force him to get to a place that he is not initially at. Hello, Daphne. Hello, Daphne. Okay, from Bridgerton. Okay, you're trying to force him to get to a place that he is not at, and that's typically what you did with these men that were emotionally unavailable to you. Yet you say that's not what you want, but then you're willing to put yourself right back into that situation again, and then want to assume as though it's different when it's not. Good luck. So Rasheed sits down with Adriana to pretty much let her know, like, it sounded like he was falling all the way back. He fell back earlier when they talked, but it seemed like he falling all the way back and willing to remove himself from the process, you know, if she's not going to choose him. But somehow she convinces him to stay. And what really convinced him to stay is the fact that she mentioned her dad. She wanted him to meet her dad. I guess he didn't want to be that type of guy to be looked at like, oh, he couldn't even stay here and meet me type thing. So he decided to hang around based on that. Then says that he trusts her. He don't believe that she would try and play him. And I'm like, sir, she and Calfani been playing you and Denise this whole time. Girl, I can't take it. Okay? A mess. So she convinced him to stay like the fool that he is. And we just gonna see how that turned out for you. So Adriana's dad met both of the guys and he was grilling the hell out of them. And I was here for it, okay? And he grilled Calfani so much, Calfani had to get the hell up off the grill because it was so hot. He's like, oh, honey, I got a meeting. Adriana sitting up here like, oh, he lying, honey. Why is you lying? Okay, he is lying because he couldn't take them questions no more. And I'm like, and this is the man you chose? Is this your king? He just sat up here and blatantly lied in your dad's face. And you saw him make this lie to your father with a straight face. But this is still the man that you chose. But again, good luck. Now, after meeting both of the guys, her dad really liked Rasheed or whatever, but he just felt like the chemistry she had with Calfani, she didn't have that with Rasheed. She just didn't have it. You could tell from the hug she gave him. She didn't have the connection with Rasheed. She was just playing Rasheed so she could still have somebody at the end of the episode or the end of the season just in case somebody didn't choose her. So she goes and sit down with Rasheed to let him know, like, sorry, it's not you, it's me. And it's still not you, it's Calfani. And I'm like, no, she didn't, honey. And Rasheed's voice kind of cracked a little bit. You could tell he was hurt, but I honestly don't believe he was hurt because of her choosing Calfani. I think he was truly hurt for not following his instinct and following his gut, which was to leave in the beginning, because he already knew. And I think that's what probably hurt him the most, was not trusting and listening to himself. I really don't think he was hurt at all by her, you know, and that's what it was. So he, at the end of the episode, we see Winter up there waiting, trying to see if Anthony finna come to her, and he did. Tells her he ready for love, just sitting up there lying. And then you have Calfani and Adriana. Those two go over there and they connect and everybody get on the boat and they just sail the hell away, honey. I'm interested in this reunion. I want to see how things are going to go. I want to see who may have connected after the show and may be in a relationship. I'm looking forward to that. I saw in the previews, Uncle Tommy asked somebody if they were pregnant. I'm like, child, was you talking to Alicia? Where you asked her, was she pregnant on the show? Was that the question? Okay, or is somebody else on the show that's recently became with a child? All right, I mean, he could have been asking that, but when I heard pregnant child, I thought about was Miss Alicia, who loved to post stuff leading with her body, and I'm over here like, girl, I'll be glad when men see more in you than just your body, which is probably why you don't got one now. But we're gonna move on because she wasn't a part of this episode. She didn't make it to the end. But anywho, the reunion. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what all, you know, is gonna happen with the reunion. I'm looking forward to see what couple stayed together, who's not together. And I also really want to know what happened with Joy and Jay's relationship. You know, if they're still on, if they're still a thing, or if they're just best friends. I would love to know. But that's all I got. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.